Chairman of the Nigeria Governors Forum and Governor of Kwara State, Abdulrahman AbdulRazaq, says the Supreme Court verdict on local government financial autonomy is relieving to governors. He spoke at the State House in Abuja on Friday in the company of his Bauchi and Imo State counterparts. AbdulRazaq said the Nigeria Governors Forum would meet on Wednesday to come up with a resolution about the matter. He also said, contrary to speculations, governors have never tampered with local government funds. Let's get a further perspective on the debate around the Supreme Court's ruling on local government. We're joined now by legal practitioner and public affairs analyst, Tohwo Oseruvwoja. Tohwo, thank you very much for joining us on the news.
Thank you very much, Felicity, and good evening.
I mean, for something that has been debated for so long, one would expect a whole lot more optimism than the mixed grill of reactions we're getting now. So clarify for us, what are the potential impacts of this judgment granting full financial autonomy to local governments on overall governance structure in Nigeria?
Okay, thank you very much, Felicity. First of all, we should also know the foundation leading to this particular judgment. People may forget the fact that issues like this came up in 2005 during the time of Oseruvwoja, which the National Assembly thought it was looking at the abuse process, or the process in which the governors abuse the funds allocated to local government. And they brought out a law then known as the Monitoring of Revenue Allocation to Local Government Act 2005. And this was contested by the Abia State Governor, the Abia State government, Delta State government, and Lagos State government. And the Supreme Court, which the same questions that was put before the Supreme Court, which the Supreme Court ruled otherwise, actually disregard that particular act that is contrary to the provision of the law. Now, this one, Buhari also made an attempt through Executive Order 10, and also the Supreme Court knocked it down. So we thank God that the Supreme Court has found it in their wisdom to bring this into light, and which we must give kudos to the Office of the Attorney General, who has taken this process through to make sure.
I mean, we're time pressed for this conversation. That's why I was hoping you just keep it as concise as possible.
Okay, now let's look at it now. If you look at the fourth schedule, section 1 of the fourth schedule of the Constitution, you will see the functions of the local government. And by virtue of this particular judgment now, the functions of the local government will not be visible to the eyes of the locals, which government intend to meet their needs. And if you see it carefully, look at one of it is issue of public road, street lights. Do you understand? These are things that are credit to the state government, but ought not to be state government projects, but local government projects. Then you look at other development, you can see recreational centers are issues of local government. But you see, these are projects that the state government has hijacked, and by so doing, abusing the fund to the local government. So governance will be more to the people than the one be executed by the state, because each local government has their specific and peculiar need that can be carried out by the fund allocated to them.
Okay. I asked this question of a friend earlier today, and it sounded naive, but I'd like to get your perspective because I know a lot of Nigerians might also have that. How will the implementation of this autonomy affect the distribution and management of resources at the state and local government levels? And what will the state governors be doing? Because they previously have hijacked some of the work that was meant for local governments.
Well, now, by virtue of this judgment now, the money that is accrued to local government will go straight directly to the local government accounts, no longer to the state government account. And the state government cannot impose their project on the local government. So then two, the local government in its own way can come out with their projects in line with what is applicable with this particular with their locality or topography, if I may use that particular word. So the next thing we need to look at is, you talk about now, the implementation is straightforward. I see no reason why the governors forum will be meeting to come out with a resolution. This is a law, and this is a pronouncement of the apex court, with the highest court in Nigeria. So we should foresee development. So before, money leave the FAC account to the state government. Then the state government distributes it to the local government. But this is no longer so. It will go, the money for state government will go to state government. The money for local government will go directly to local government from the federation account. So this is one of the implementation process. Unlike before, that all the money for local government goes to the state government, then the state government in their own way distribute or decide to give whatever they want to give. So you could see the difference now.
We'll see what comes up in the coming days, whatever resolution, how that will impact on governance at the local level, if any. Thank you very much, Tohwo, for the insight.
You're welcome. You're welcome.